Bonjour à tous and welcome to Learn French with Vincent. This is Unité 8, leçon F. And in this lesson, we'll work together on le passé composé et l'imparfait. So, I just introduced this imperfect form in the previous lesson, and we saw the passé composé, well, a long time ago in a way, though still, the thing is that normally with students, when they've got these two forms, so after having introduced this imperfect form, it's usually quite tricky and difficult to know exactly when to use le passé composé and l'imparfait. Okay, so that's the reason why I thought it might be useful to just spend a few minutes with this video and just try to work a little bit on that and see if things and uses are okay with you. Okay, so let's start now. So in this video, first I will focus on l'imparfait, so when should we use l'imparfait, and then after that le passé composé. Okay, so the first thing that will refresh will be l'imparfait. Okay, so l'imparfait, remember that you will use it when you want to describe something in the past. Okay, so the example I took, la pièce était grande et sombre. Okay, la pièce, the room, grande, big, sombre, dark. Okay, so in that case you use être, to be, all right, and then you use it at the imparfait form to make this description. Okay, the second use will be something that you have, so une habitude, it's an habit or something that you are used to do. Okay, so une habitude dans le passé. So the example, je partais le matin à 8 heures. Okay, so in that case you want to insist on the fact that it's something that you tend to do every morning. Maybe je partais le matin à 8 heures. Okay, so not so far from this habit concept is something that will repeat or that did repeat itself in the past. Okay, une répétition dans le passé. So if you want to express or to well, say something that repeats itself in the past, then in that case you should use l'imparfait. The example, nous allions, okay, so aller, to go, tous les soirs, okay, so every evening, au restaurant. Okay, so in that case, you should definitely use the imparfait form. Okay, nous allions tous les soirs au restaurant. All right. Another use would be une situation qui dure dans le passé. Durer is to last. Okay, so in that case, I did write this sentence with the two forms. So here you've got the imparfait form, and here you've got the passé composé form. Okay, and then we tend to use both here just to make, well, clearly the difference of use of them. So the first one, je regardais, regarder is to watch, la télé. Okay, so je regardais la télé quand, when, tu as appelé. Appeler is to call, okay, on the phone. Quand tu as appelé. All right, so we want here, with this sentence, here to use the imparfait form because it lasts in the past. Okay, so when you watch TV, maybe it won't last 1 minute or two, but a bit longer than that. Okay, and then tu as appelé, well, it's an action, something that doesn't take too long if you compare it to the previous verb here. Je regardais la télé. Okay, so that's the reason why here, je regardais la télé will be used at the imperfect form because it lasts longer than the other one. Okay, tu as appelé. All right, and then another structure that we can use as well if we want to insist on the fact that something lasts and something continue. Okay, pour insister sur la durée et continuité, then the structure is être en train de, and then you put your verb at the infinitive form here. So infinitive form is the basic form of the verb. Okay, so être, so that's the verb être that you should conjugate at the imperfect form. Okay, and then same thing here. I wanted to make the difference between the two. So here you've got this passé composé. Je n'ai pas répondu. So répondre, to answer. Okay, maybe someone was calling on the phone. Je n'ai pas répondu. Okay. Car, because, j'étais en train de faire mes devoirs. Faire mes devoirs, to do my homework, okay? So, j'étais en train de faire mes devoirs. So, in that case, you use this structure, so être en train de, because you want to insist on the fact that, well, it takes a while to make them. Okay? J'étais en train de faire mes devoirs. All right? Now, le passé composé. So, le passé composé, well, the first use, of course, of le passé composé, it's une action, an action qui s'est passée, that took place avant le moment présent. So, before the present moment, the example that we could have here, je suis en retard parce que j'ai marché trop lentement. Okay? And here, well, the first part here, je suis en retard, I am late. It's the present. Okay? And then you want to, well, give the reason why. Parce que, because, j'ai marché, so marcher is to walk, okay? And this is the imperfect form, okay? Trop lentement, too slowly, okay? Je suis en retard parce que j'ai marché trop lentement. Then, une action dans le passé qui a des limites temporelles, okay? So it's an action that took place in the past, all right? But then you've got some clear limits when it started or when it ended, okay? And then the example here, dimanche dernier, j'ai dormi toute la journée. Dormir is to sleep, okay? So this is here the passé composé form, toute la journée, all day long, okay? So you've got clearly a limit, toute la journée. You know exactly when it stopped, all right? Une action qui est terminée, okay? So clearly here, if you want to introduce your birth date, then je suis né, okay? So it was an action in a way, okay? But still it's finished. So le 16 juin 1970, okay? Je suis né, so that's the reason why here you will use this verb naître, okay? Je suis né le 16 juin 1970. Une histoire composée de plusieurs actions, okay? So if you've got several actions, okay, in a story, then normally you should use le passé composé. For instance, hier, yesterday, je suis rentré, I came back home, okay? Rentré, je suis rentré. J'ai préparé à manger, etc., etc., okay? So orally, you will explain to a friend or to a colleague what you've been doing yesterday, okay? You want to introduce these actions, okay? And in that case, that's the tense that you will use, the passé composé, all right? If you want to speak about an event of the past with, for instance, hier, yesterday, le mois dernier, last month, ce matin, this morning, cet après-midi, this afternoon, dimanche midi, so dimanche is Sunday, okay, midi, noon, jeudi, Thursday, matin, morning, okay, so with these structures, and if you're talking about an event, an action, okay, in that case, you definitely should use le passé composé. Okay, so of course these are examples. Okay, we've got so many others that I didn't have the, well, I didn't want to put everything in this page. All right, so if you want to use, and this is quite important, negative form, okay, connected to the present form or the present. For instance, if you want to say that, so je n'ai jamais fait de patinage. Patinage is skate, ice skating. Okay, you want to say that you never did ice skating. In that case, well, you should use the passé composé form. Okay, je n'ai jamais fait de patinage. Oops, I should put something instead. It's not a virgule, it's point. It should be point. Sorry, it was a little mistake here. Okay, but still, je n'ai jamais fait de patinage. Okay, same example here. Il n'a jamais eu de chance. Okay, avoir de la chance, to have luck. Okay, il n'a jamais, never eu de chance. So in that case, you should put that at the passé composé form. Okay, and then, well, same thing. Nous n'avons pas eu de chance. All right, in that case, it's with pas and not never, but it's clearly the same meaning. Nous n'avons pas eu de chance, and in that case, you should definitely use here the passé composé form. Okay. So, of course, avoir and être can be quite tricky, so that's the reason why we'll take a few minutes to see them, and we'll start with avoir, okay? This is the imperfect form. J'avais, tu avais, il avait, elle avait, nous avions, vous aviez, ils avaient, elles avaient. And next to it, we'll put the passé composé form. J'ai eu, tu as eu, il a lu, il a eu, sorry, elle a eu, nous avons eu, vous avez eu, ils ont eu, elles ont eu. Okay, so let's take 1 minute to see them one more time. J'avais, final S not pronounced. Tu avais, same thing. Il avait, final T not pronounced. Elle avait. Nous avions, little liaison, final S not pronounced. Nous avions. Vous aviez, same thing here, little liaison between the two. Ils avaient, so remember, even if we've got this A-I-E-N-T, well, we don't pronounce it, or we don't pronounce this E-N-T, so we get avait, okay, phonetically. Ils avaient, okay, and then elles avaient. And now for the passé composé form, so if you remember clearly, we use the verb avoir at the present form, then we put this participe passé form, so it does mean that it will be the same all the time. That's the reason why we see it here, okay? And this is pronounced, so it's an exception because normally you should pronounce it differently, but, so it's an exception, it is pronounced U, okay? U, that's the way you should pronounce it. So, j'ai eu. Tu as eu, il a eu, elle a eu, nous avons eu, vous avez eu, ils ont eu, elles ont eu. Alright? So, j'ai eu, tu as eu, il a eu, elle a eu, nous avons eu, okay? So here you can see that we make double liaison. Nous avons eu, okay? Same thing here. Vous avez eu, ils ont, and then here as well, tu. Ils ont eu, elles ont eu. All right? Let's see être now. And it goes like j'étais. So same thing here. We'll start with the imperfect form. Tu étais, il était, elle était, nous étions, vous étiez, ils étaient, elles étaient. And then the passé composé form. J'ai été, tu as été, il a été, elle a été, nous avons été, vous avez été, ils ont été, elles ont été. Okay, so let's take 1 minute again to pronounce them. J'étais, so final S not pronounced. Tu étais, same form. Il était, elle était, final T not pronounced. Here, little liaison and final S not pronounced. Nous étions, vous étiez, ils étaient, liaison as well here, and then remember, this is not pronounced. Elles étaient. Okay? Then, so same rule as we saw for avoir. So you've got avoir here at the present form, and then you've got this participe passé form, so that will repeat itself every time, and it's pronounced like été, été. All right, so j'ai été, tu as été, il a été, elle a été. So here, double liaison, nous avons été. Vous avez été, same thing here, double liaison. Vous avez été. Ils ont été. So same thing here. You get first the liaison z, and then you get the t. Okay? Ils ont été. All right? Ils ont été. Elles ont été. Okay? I hope it was clear. If you want more videos, then youtube.com/imagier, and then if you want to send me a little message and check more things, more material, it's here, imagier.net. Have a great day. Bye bye.